front of me.
Mister, my first tattoo is never settle. I always remind this guy just to never settle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, just do something for me. Do me a huge favor. Never settle.
What is wrong with having a never settle tattoo?
Dude, that shit's dope. What do you
right?
mean?
So you're saying you're always bringing me down?
I'm not bringing
about
you
what
down.
I wear.
I'm just reminding you.
Look at these fresh joggers.
I'm reminding
wow.
you.
Look at the cuff at the bottom.
I do love your shoes.
Air
though.
Max 90s, baby, with the purple. Woo! I look good.
You always look good.
You look good too. That's a fresh tee, man.
It's all right.
We're not supposed to talk about it, so we won't put too much into it. But it's fresh tea.
Coming out of work, tired.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Should we do an
shift.
intro? Should we get an intro?
What intro? You want me to tell a story?
No. Like my intro. Like you know what I mean? Like, no. I mean like welcome back. Like the whole. We got to do the whole. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because you do like that middle thing, and then you're like, it's like it does a crumble, and then you're like, welcome back, guys.
There it is.
To another episode, season 3 or what? Season 3, season 1.
Wake up and do what I want. They wake up, do what they boss told them. I can't be living that life. Nobody giving advice. I work too hard to let somebody come take a part of my work.
All right, we get it going? Do you want to handle it, or do you want me to do
Nah,
it?
you do it.
All right.
I don't got the energy.
Yeah, you do. Come on, man. All right, ready? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to season 3.
There it
season
is.
3. Season 1.
I got you.
Welcome back to season 1, episode number 3. Baby, we are back with 3 episodes. It's getting good now. We're kind of in. We're not so much in the infancy stages. They're kind of getting to know us. We get to know you. You get to see our beautiful faces every couple weeks now. Once we start to build a little bit more relationship, you might get a little bit more. We might pull one out a week. You know, it just kind of depends. Let us know. Let us know how often you guys want to see an episode. What, you don't want one episode a week? I think that's great.
Gotta quit my job for that one. I don't know.
Well, that's the goal, right?
It's a little hard.
You guys have to let us know when you want episodes. First off, like how often do you want them? Is bi-weekly good? Like every other week? Is that like a good dose?
Easy on us.
Once a week? Like if you want us to make it happen, like we'll make it happen. I mean, not right away, but I'm just saying. What's the ultimate goal? To quit your job, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Fucking 9 to 5.
Exactly.
And by 9 to 5, I mean just having a job in general, but. Yeah, I want to quit my job.
Yeah, so do I. Man, I've been trying for a while. So that's the ultimate goal.
Today reminded me that I need to quit my fucking job.
It was that kind of day, huh?
It was that kind of day.
It was just like a bird took a shit on your front of your hood.
Yeah, even though isn't that good luck if a bird shits on you?
No, not on you, on your hood, on the hood of the car.
Oh, it's okay. I go through soapies.
No, I hate that. That is like the worst thing because like of all the cars, it's like they almost aim for your car. You know what I mean?
That's why it's good luck.
I don't think so.
That's why it's supposed to be good luck.
And I honestly feel like they go for white cars more than they do for any other color car.
All right, before we get canceled, let's move into.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. We're going to talk about our creator spotlight. We're going to save a little bit of time. We only got one for me, one for my man Javy over here. We're going to talk about what, bringing creators together and kind of spotlight and showing and bringing forth cool creators from all different industries.
It's funny how we say we're not going to do specific what we do, but it's just naturally.
It's the first two.
Naturally, it's because I do photography, so I'm drawn to other photographers and looking at their work. So
yeah. And it's what pops up on our feed all the time.
Yeah,
bro. Nothing else pops up on my feed except for that.
The guy I'm gonna show. I think he did. I think I found him. It was he ran an ad, so it said sponsored. It was sponsored. So I'm like, oh yo, this is dope. So
dang,
local photographer from San Diego.
There we go. All right, let's show it. Boom, there it is.
Boom. It's the cars again. Yeah,
bro, you're on a roll,
no,
man.
No, I'm literally just, dude. I went street photography.
Yeah.
And I took that picture of the motorcycle.
Yes.
The Harley.
Yeah.
And then I got another photo I'm gonna drop of a Bronco. I don't know. I'm just drawn to car photography right now. But this guy right here, Tony, CA Creative Adrenaline.
We'll put it on top.
Yeah. We'll put a link in the description or whatever. And but yeah, there's this photo and another photo. He did a bunch of photos with his Bronco, or is it a Range Rover? Looks like a Bronco.
Defender? I don't know what a Defender is.
Whatever that car is. But it looks dope.
Whatever that one
I think it looks super dope. This one and then the other one had the reflection, if you guys noticed. But yeah, shout out Tony. He's a dope photographer. He's got some dope stuff. Go check him out.
Let's go. All right, we got one more. I picked this guy. This is actually one. I'm not gonna start it yet. This is actually one that I've been following for a while as well. This is his last name, I think, is Blanco. And this is a videographer. I think he's based in LA, but he's young. He's like 19. He might be 20 now, but he's 19. He's really good. And his content, he doesn't put a lot of his work, but I've seen his work before. He does a lot of like funny, like relatable videography skits, which this isn't. But if you guys check out his stuff, it's really cool, really funny, a good way of kind of mixing up the content and bringing value in different ways. But I really like this video and the way that he did it. It's kind of like a behind the scenes, then showing the photos after. But just a cool, unique way of doing it. And we'll kind of talk a little bit about it after. But this is the video right here. And let me get some sound on it.
I got to shoot the GTA 6 loading screen. Here's how they came out.
Oh.
He's got the 3D zoom.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do this, but
it's actually really easy.
I feel like the trend's already like
it's really
going away already.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I was like, I'll come around. I'll catch the next trend.
Catch the next hype train. No, yeah, that effect is actually really easy. All you have to do is like download an app and just put in the photos and like it'll do it for you. But
I heard.
Yeah, it's Alex Blanco. Is that what his name is? I don't know. Last name is Blanco. Blanco Media.
Blanco Media.
So I'll put it up here on the top so you guys can see it. But really cool dude. You can just tell he's really genuine. The fact that he's getting like all this done at such a young age is really good, and it's gonna put him in a fantastic position once he's like, you know, our age or older than us. And it's just gonna be really, really cool. And I'm young, so don't start. I know you're about to say something about it too.
Nah, like it's dope. Like I love seeing these like young people starting to create content at such a young age. Like
it's good
in high school. Like people, back in my day, this was like 10 years ago.
Back in my day.
I'm 28, so 10, 11 years, 12 years ago in high school, no one was like doing creative, you know, content creating. So it's like Instagram wasn't really popping back then. We barely even had internet on our phones. So
yeah,
that's pretty dope that these kids are coming up right now.
It's really new, dude. This like kind of creative culture, like that's kind of being brought to light because photographers and videographers weren't seen as like cool,
like
you know what I mean?
Like a career.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a career.
It was kind of just like a side
and
hobby.
I love that because now I think that I see it. I don't know where I saw it, probably Instagram or TikTok, that kids now, they want to be YouTubers, they want to be content creators, photographers, videographers, you know, their own business versus like they used to want to be police officer or firefighter.
But it's cool though. It's cool to see that kind of transition and that's where like social media comes into play, is that fact that, you know, these people can kind of cultivate together and show that like, hey, this shit's really dope. Like it's not just something that's like only specific people do or just a hobby anymore. It's like, no, you can chase this and like actually do something really cool with it. And there's a lot of avenues that you can take within this specific field,
so
whether it be
that
photo or video.
That need photo and video.
Yeah.
And it's like there's money to be made out there.
Yeah. And all, you know, it's a business. It's marketing. You know, all businesses need that aspect of marketing, especially with social media being such a huge demand now. Like you need that type of stuff to grow your business. You have no choice.
Yep.
You literally have no choice unless you live in the middle of nowhere and like the only people that you know are like
small
the
town.
5 houses around you. Like then obviously you don't. But nowadays, you know, if you want to scale and you want to grow a big business, you have to utilize influencer marketing. You have to utilize social media. You have to utilize all these avenues and ways of growing your business. So, all that, suffice it to say that this guy is really young and he has, you know, a good head on his shoulders and he's getting a really early start. He's really good too. So by the time, you know, he kind of practices and develops his skills in a couple of years, dude, he's gonna be pro. It's gonna be wild. So yeah, but Creative Spotlight, hopefully give you guys a little bit of influence. You guys can go follow them, check their stuff out, and you know, we just want to give a platform for people to be able to show their stuff on here and be able to shout out people that they're not as big and not as.
We see you working hard.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's crazy. But today I'm gonna let Javy kind of go with the main topic of today's.
Oh, okay.
Of the main
I was like, no, don't put it on me.
No,
I'm still kind of shy, guys.
I'll follow up. But.
So we want to talk about being able to stay motivated and just be able to have that. What were you saying?
So like we want to talk about the idea of motivation, because motivation comes and goes in everybody. And he was telling me last week that like he was in a pretty bad rut and couldn't really get out of it. And he had gone to, I don't know how much info you want me to give, but he had gone to EDC prior, which obviously, you know, you work hard, you play hard, enjoy yourself. But when he came back, he was in a little bit of a funk, a little bit of a rut. Hard to get out of it. And so I thought it'd kind of be cool, because I feel like a lot of you guys go through that stuff. A lot of you guys go through those kind of times where it's like, shit, I'm not motivated. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, I kind of just like feeling lazy, and, you know, and that's okay. Like, it has a time and a place, but to be able to distinctly kind of adjust from being like, all right, like I'm in a little bit of a rut, like I don't feel like doing anything, to kind of switching it and kind of maneuvering into feeling that motivated stage. And we're going to talk about things you can do to kind of help, you know, drive that motivation or drive that discipline. And so,
that's what it was. Discipline.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we want to talk about, and the differences between motivation and discipline, and some of the things that we do to stay motivated. Because like we said, everybody goes through those rough times. Everybody goes through shit that, you know, is not necessarily always expected, but it just kind of hits you like a train. So some of the things that you can help out with.
It was pretty, I came back from EDC and like, well, I basically didn't sleep for 3 nights. And when I came back all week, I go to work, I come back, I sleep. And I was kind of kicking myself in the butt. I didn't like it. I was like, why am I not, like, I just want to sleep. I don't know if it's just because, you know, I needed rest days, but.
Well, you worked 8 hours on top of everything.
I mean, yeah, that too. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I couldn't get out of it. And then this is why you got to have friends like Johnny, where they just, like, bro, we got to get this. He hits me up. He understands, but then he's like, yo, let's go do this. So he hit me up on the following Monday, so a week after EDC. He's like, let's go shoot. We got to go shoot. I'm like, I didn't want to go, but I'm like, you know what? I haven't shot anything all week. I got to go. So I, like, pushed myself to go. I didn't even go to work that day. I was supposed to go to work, and I'm like, hey, I'm not coming in today. And then I went to go shoot with Johnny, and just being around like content creators and having my camera in my hand and shooting, it snapped me out of it. And I was like, hell yeah. Like I just need to, I need to like just put myself in the position where I need to do something and just do it.
Yep.
And it got me going. And the whole week I was back at it.
Yeah. But huge shout out to Javy, because he drove to LA, which was 2 hours away. And he said, actually, it took you longer because there was traffic.
Yeah.
But he had texted me and told me like he was like down at first, and then he was like, I don't think I'm going to go. And then I like called him out on his shit. I was like, dude, like, come on. Like, you know, like I kind of try to push him a little bit, like a little bit of tough love. But I was also like, dude, like, if you really don't want to come, like, I don't want to make you drive that long, if you know what I mean. But ultimately, you know, it took him to kind of get it out of his head and just like send it, like, and come with me.
I knew I needed to get out there and just be around that atmosphere, and it helped. And so I know it helped.
Yeah. So
shout out Johnny.
we went to go shoot, and it was a great time. And not even a paid shoot either. No, it was something just to get out and go have fun. We met up with a ghost athlete, Kat. So it was a really good time. It was really refreshing to meet up with cool people and different people from, you know, all walks of life, and just go shoot some random content that we enjoy doing. And that's a big factor of, you know, us growing and us staying motivated, is we go out and actually do, like, we actually go out and do stuff. Like, even when we're just bored
just getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Because I know I used to struggle with that. It's just like getting out of bed.
Yeah.
So what I do now is I used to turn on the TV or, you know, get on my phone. But now what I do when I get up, I throw on some music really loud, and I'm just lying on my bed. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I throw on something hype. So I'm like, all right, let's get this fucking day going. And then I hop in the shower. So I used to shower at night, but now I shower in the mornings, and the big shower difference. Wakes me the fuck up. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It still helps, just, you know, feeling clean and then getting dressed. I feel like getting dressed helps me, like, go out.
Absolutely.
Because if I just stay in my sweats or my shorts, I'm like, all right, I'm chilling today.
Yeah.
I get dressed. I'm like, all right, well, I put on an outfit.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. 100%. Absolutely. That's a big one for me too. It's like, even when I'm just sitting at home, like working on my computer, for some reason I like to get ready.
Yeah,
Like,
it
like
just
to
gives
put on
you
my
a different.
shoes
It
and-
gives you a different mood.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, you. I don't know if it wakes you up or makes you feel like you're gonna go do something
Yeah.
or what weird chemical kind of releases in the brain,
Yeah,
but
or-
something does. And
Or just like feeling good in that outfit.
yeah,
Because you know when you put on like a nice outfit, you're like, hell yeah, I look good.
look
you know?
good, feel good, baby. Look good, feel
So
good.
it just that
like me right
motivates me. So live fit.
No, yeah. So I think, there's a couple of things, couple steps you can take. I think one of the big things that we'll touch on a little bit more is music. I think music is a
helps me
huge
a lot.
driver of getting motivated and getting up and getting going. Whatever kind of, again, whatever reaction happens in the body or in the brain, like chemicals get released and it helps you get up. And that's why, whenever I'm in a car ride, I'm blasting music
me
when
too.
somebody's not with me.
Yeah.
But when I get up, that's one of the first things that I do too is
Put
turn
some
on the music. And also taking a shower early in the morning. I really, a big part of my life has been working out. So the earlier in the day that I can work out, and I know this is not me trying to like push you to work out or push you to do anything, but this is something that a big factor in my life that's kind of helped me carry into other aspects of my life. So like I wake up and I work out and I'm automatically awake, like I'm driven, I'm motivated to do more things, and I'm kind of gotten my body going already.
Dude, let me cut you off because I'm not normally like a workout kind of person, but when I go work out with Johnny and if it's in the morning, boom, like
It's good.
it helps. Like it's not just like, yeah, be fit. Nah, like it like gives you energy like after your workout.
It's not only to look good.
It's not. It's literally like what they say. It's the cliches are always true. So stop thinking like, oh, everyone says that. Nah, like as the kids like to say, dead ass. Like that shit, dead ass gets you up and going. And I love it. And I love when this guy's like, no excuses today. You're going to the fucking gym. I'm like, dude, I'm tired. Nah, but no, dude, I'm grateful. I'm like, I appreciate you for that.
You got to. You have to sometimes. And
that, even if you just go for a jog, go for a walk. If you have a dog, go walk your dog. Do some push-ups at home or something, and it'll literally help you.
You're getting the blood flow in your body. You're getting it's the same kind of thing of when, like, if you wake up and you get up right away instead of laying in bed.
Yeah.
If you lay in bed, you're automatically kind of setting yourself up for failure a little bit because you're just kind of laying there and nothing's happening. As soon as you get up, like if I get up and brush my teeth and start moving, my blood's flowing, like, everything's kind of turning on and I guess like initiating in the beginning of the day. So that's an important factor, is just getting up and getting moving and a working out is a big part of that and can help a lot. And it's not only to look good. Yes, that's a kind of benefit and a byproduct of working out. Yeah, you do get muscles and you do get fit, but it's also for the mental aspect. It's also to get stress relief. It's also to wake you up in the morning and all that kind of stuff. So
no, yeah, and it really makes you really do feel good, and your appetite. You start eating a lot, but like you don't feel, I don't know how to
on here to
explain
be
it.
fitness.
No, but it's true though. Like I'm not a big fitness guy, but it really does help.
Yeah,
it really does.
We gotta get back on our grind this week.
I've been slacking too. Literally on that funk that week when I'm like, I think I need to work out, and that's what you said too. You're like, yeah, dude, you need to hit a workout, and I feel like a workout would have snapped me out of it.
Yeah, it's almost like when you're like kind of on that spectrum of like I don't want to do anything. You work out and you just like feel
do it.
Better.
Literally, just put yourself like just go and do it, and you won't regret going to do it.
Yeah,
I like going to LA. I was like, all right, sick. Even if we only shot for like 2 hours and I drove up, the drive was longer than what we did. The shoot, I didn't care. Like it snapped me out. It was fun, and I'm really happy that I went out.
Yeah,
and even
No,
just like even when I don't want to go to the gym, but I'm like, all right, let's go. Like I'm happy that I did. Like a lot of times when I don't want to do something, but I just make myself go do it. I'm really happy that I made myself to go do it.
It's really cool that Javy's talking about this because this is our next topic, which is motivation versus discipline.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. And motivation is something that happens intrinsically within yourself. So it can be both. It can be intrinsically, but it can also be an external factor too. So things around you motivate you. YouTube videos motivate you. Social media sometimes. It kind of just depends. Or it can be, done intrinsically where you just kind of have this motivation, like fire under your ass, like I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you're in those rough patches, when you're in those kind of lumps of life where you don't feel like doing anything, that's the difference. Is feeling not necessarily, he didn't feel motivated, but he had that intrinsic discipline within himself to say, even though I'm feeling unmotivated, I'm going to do it anyway because I'm disciplined, because I want to do this, and whatever that factor was that he ended up doing it. But there's a big difference between, motivated people, unmotivated people, and discipline. Motivation comes and goes in every single person, and me too. I'm a very, very highly motivated person. Like, I'm always out here trying to do stuff and trying to do more. But that discipline comes in a huge factor.
Yeah, definitely. And 100% of the time, I'm happy I dragged my ass out of there.
It helps. It helps. And going out and kind of going back to what you were saying in the beginning of surrounding yourself with people that are doing things.
You got to get yourself, some friends that are just as motivated.
Johnny.
Now, get yourself a Johnny, because this guy is high energy all the time. And
I there's a lot of times where I don't feel like doing shit either. So
it comes and goes. It's everybody. But, that's why, you got to have friends or, business partners or whatever. They're like, yo, dude, like, okay, you need a day, cool, sleep it off, do whatever you got to handle, but just remember that you got to hop back in it. Or because when you get dragged out to do something, you honestly, you won't regret it.
Yeah. You are the byproduct of the 5 people that you hang around with the most.
That's fucking true.
All the time.
That's so true.
If you hang around 5 people that are doing bad things, that are lazy, that are unmotivated, you're probably going to end up being that 6th person. And same goes for if you're hanging out with, 5 people that make a lot of money, you're probably going to end up being the 6th. It's just around you constantly, and it's going to push you and make you strive to want a little bit more. So it goes back again to what Javy was saying, is like, surround yourself with people that are doing shit that you want to do or that you like to do. Like if you're into cooking, you know what I mean? Like this is not just applied. Exactly. This is not just fucking applied to me and him that like photo and video. This is everybody. Everything that you do, whatever your craft is, whatever you like, whatever you're passionate about, like hang around the people that are doing that and they're doing it well, because you'll end up kind of taking
this is like, any of my coworkers are watching this. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, when I hang out a lot with my coworkers, and like, cause we all work, at the same place. Yep. So we're all like, oh, we're comfortable at work. I don't want to be comfortable at work because I want to quit my job. Mm-hmm. So I try to, hang out with other people not from work. And don't get me wrong. Like, everybody from work's cool as fuck. Shout out Costco fam. Like, I love you guys, but it's just, I don't want to be comfortable at Costco. No offense to Costco. It's just, I have some dreams that I want to, make happen, and I want to do a career that I'm happy with. Yeah. And this is why I don't hang out with my coworkers a lot, because they do like working at Costco, and so do I, but I don't want to be stuck there.
There's nothing wrong with
and it's not. It's just that whole, like, you hang, like, the 5 people you hang out with the most, and like everyone works at Costco, everyone's fine at Costco. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine at Costco. Yeah. And there's days where I'm like, you know what? Fuck trying to make this a career, and like, let me just, I'm gonna settle and just, top out at Costco and just stay at Costco. But then there's other days where I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want to do that. Like days like today, and I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to keep doing this shit that I do at work.
It's hard. Yeah.
But it's such a good paycheck.
It's very easy to chase that too, and to get comfortable doing what you're doing. And that's a big kind of society thing that happens with whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? It's very easy to kind of get in that rat race of life. And that's why we kind of preach, like, chase what you're passionate about, chase what you love to do, chase that, as opposed to chasing what you're comfortable with, or chasing, the money thing. Like, that's a huge one. So many people are going after money, and then they realize,
the fucking cliches,
it's wild.
They're so fucking true. Like, literally, like, do what you love, the money will come later. It really will.
if you do it enough with enough patience, enough persistence, then yeah, it'll end up working out for sure. Last tip really quick before we wrap up the episode, to touch base on that, because I know a lot of people might feel like they don't have people to hang out with, or might feel like, shit, where are all these people at?
Yeah.
So that's important, because I know I was in a place before I met Javy where I had friends that were kind of the same, that weren't really on the same frequency as me, didn't want the same things, weren't as passionate. Which is fine.
And it's fine.
Totally
yeah,
fine. It's
totally
not what they want to do. That's cool. I've just been that motivated, driven person that wanted more. Anyway, there's a lot of different ways you can do that, and social media is a huge factor. Facebook groups, Instagram groups, stuff like that, stuff where you can connect with people and be able to meet up with them. Me getting on Ghost, I'm not going to go into it, but getting on Ghost, the supplement company, and being with them, we've already met up with, people and Kat and all that stuff that we would have never met up with before, that, just gives you some kind of ideas. But yeah, go on Facebook, find some groups, find some people around you. There's like hundreds of thousands of groups of people that can be into what you're into, whether it's random things, knitting, sewing, scuba diving, reptiles. Like, there's so many different avenues. So, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, and you don't have to cut your friends off.
No,
like, it's cool to have like a nice, diverse group of friends. Like,
yes,
you have friends that like some other shit, and then other shit, and like. Nice, diverse group. You learn about everything. You learn about what your friends like. But definitely hang out with people that are trying to move in the same direction that you are, in the same, I don't know what to call it, industry or whatever. Yeah. But, having those friends really helps.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And if we're at your disposal. Again, if you need anything, like, we'll drop our Instagrams right here. Feel free to DM me or Javy. Like, we want to be that motivation factor. We want to help you get out of those ruts. We want to help you, get from A to B, however, that is. So let us know. We got you back. Guys, we're going to wrap up today's episode. Season 1, episode 3 again.
I fucked them up. I fucked them up with that shit.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. Make sure you share the show if you guys enjoyed it. Leave us a hit that like button, whatever it's called, and we will see you in the next one.
Oh, let me add something though. Hey, if you guys want us to throw our Spotify playlist, let us know.
Oh yeah,
because I got a couple different playlists that I put on for different occasions.
True.
So if you guys want some
drop it in the comments, let us know.
Some stuff for editing or stuff while shooting, let us know. You can listen to the same stuff we listen to.
All right, that's a wrap. We'll see you in the next one. K-Love you. Bye.
Man, do what I want. They wake up, do what they boss told them. I can't be living that life. Nobody giving advice. I work too hard to let somebody come take a part of my rights. I know I had a dream since 14. Been a lot of days with no sleep.